Bowlers used up to this point by Zimbabwe. It is Kyle Jarvis, Shatara and Tiripano. The two were very good, miserly in terms of giving away runs, and also picked up wickets. Turned out to be a lovely day, as the sun has broken through the clouds, and as the changes are being made by PJ Moore, Sekinda Raza will have bowl in hand. He'll be coming from the city end, and there'll be a change in the commentary. Neil Manthorpe will take my spot, and Patience Karumbira will be alongside him. Good morning, Patience.
Morning, Ed. Great start from Zimbabwe this. UAE 35 for 3. 13 overs bowled already. It's bowling change. Sekinda Raza is the man in the attack for Zimbabwe now. Wide should be the signal from the umpire, and rightly so. So not the greatest of starts from Sekinda Raza, just a little loosener. And Neil Manthorpe was with me. Good morning, Neil.
Morning, Patient.
Good boys, good boys.
I must say I agree with what Ed Rainsford was saying about the dangers of a formulaic approach. I think I would have been tempted to give Jarvis another couple of overs. Really try and take control of the game. Not that Zimbabwe aren't controlling it at 36 for 3, but they'd be in even more control if it was 30 for 4. And he was looking extremely dangerous, but nonetheless a very fine start from Jarvis and Chatara.
Lovely, Raz. Good Raz, good Raz.
Ryan Mustafa now has he's played himself in 8 off 28 balls. What he needs to do is try and keep things simple, and maybe a little bit less of the wandering about in the crease. I don't think he's going to be putting Sekinda Raza off his stride by taking a step to the leg side. Just keep it simple. He's in now. Don't give it away.
He's worked really hard to get into this position, hasn't he? It's been tough earlier on. The Zimbabwe bowlers have been hitting them good length, especially Tendai Chatara coming from the city end, and also Jarvis bowling in tandem with him earlier on, and has done well to get himself into this position. So that's the dot ball during the over. Arab Emirates 36 for 3.
I was thinking
14 overs, UAE now 36 for 3.
I think it's fair to say that 288 is unlikely at this stage after this start, but you don't want to rule anything out or write anything off. It has been tough batting. There's been unexpected movement for the seamers. I say unexpected. For this time of year here at Harare Sports Club, ordinarily it would be pretty flat, but heavy rainfall yesterday. It was about 3 inches of rain, wasn't it?
Yeah, massive thunder showers last night. And I wonder why there's a bit of dampness on the wicket, and Chatara getting a lot of stiff bounce as well this morning.
Oh, there's a man down at third man. It's going to just beat Solomon Mire.
run.
Excellent piece of work, actually. I thought for a moment he might have been lining up for the catch, but
magnificent piece of fielding in the deep there from Solomon Mire, the man in your picture. Short and wide from Dono Tiripano, and big, massive uppercut. And for a moment I thought that was going to evade Solomon Mire, but then he did very well to keep that in. Captain Peter Moore having a word with Dono Tiripano. I think that's got to do with the length. This time a little bit too straight. Too easy for Mustafa to just work that around the corner. And he'll get a single there. 38 for 3 at the moment. Zimbabwe in a very good position, and you want them to squeeze from here. Manners?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, speaking about Peter John Moore's captaincy and the fact that he's one of the younger members of the team, there's a lot of experienced heads around him, and he doesn't appear... Oh, that's a very, very fine delivery from Donald Tiripano. Talking about the movement, both off the pitch and in the air, and that one may just have changed direction off the pitch and has then gone further. And that's the end of Shaiman Anwar, the 40-year-old, the most experienced player in the UAE team with 36 one-day internationals, an average of just over 31, and he's the most experienced and most successful batsman, and he's gone, and it's an absolute beauty from Tiripano.
What a delivery that was. Shaiman Anwar is going to go for 11. UAE now 38 for 4.
Players will break for drinks. It is the ODI series, Zimbabwe versus the United Arab Emirates. Match 1. Zimbabwe won the toss and elected to bowl first. 38 for 4.
Well, early trouble for the UAE. 38 for 4 as Mohammed Usman makes his way to the crease, left-hander. Highest score of 80 and an average of just over 25. 250s, but the first thing he'll do is have a drink. He's walked onto the field just in time for drinks. Mohammed Usman. Ryan Mustafa's plight at the top of the order continues to be a struggle, but now the weight of expectation is even greater. He's got to bat through. So Zimbabwe choosing to bowl first, and this was the first wicket to go. Ashfaq Ahmed LBW to Kyle Jarvis, and then 3 catches to keeper Reggie Chakabva. Tendai Chitaro, the successful bowler.
It's been the length, hasn't it? Perfect length this time from Dono Tiripano, getting it to move away from the right hand and a little further. And Zimbabwe in a very good position, and that's the story so far. Not much to write home about there. 14.4 overs, 38 for 4 already.
And that's what I was talking about. Kyle Jarvis's excellent start. A couple of maidens there, 5 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 8. Tendai Chitara, 2 for 15. So I was wondering about the wisdom of preconceived bowling changes. I think that was always going to be the plan, 5 or 6 for the new ball pair and then a change, but I'd have been tempted, I think, to give Jarvis another couple. So well did he bowl. But then again, Donald Tiripano's hardly let the team down. He's bowled beautifully.
It's been a collective team effort, hasn't it, from the Zimbabwe bowlers. They have been very disciplined and they've hit their lengths nicely, and it's all about the length on this pitch. If you look at it, they've managed to draw the batsman forward, and there's been a little bit of movement off the pitch as well, and it's been a real struggle for the UAE batsmen this morning.
Still no extra attacking fielders for Zimbabwe, still just the 2 slips. That's excellent from PJ Moore, the skipper. I just thought maybe, you know, the new batsmen, they're 38 for 4, get the gully in. Actually, given that there has been a wee bit of bounce, maybe even a short leg. PJ Moore, career wicketkeeper, remember, so, well, he has spent time in the outfield, but certainly at junior level he kept wicket. His introduction to full international cricket, he has played as a specialist batsman, and that's what he's doing now. 15 overs gone, UAE 38 for 4.
Ready? Ready?
Sikandar Raza to continue. Got away with one there, a little bit of width, a bit short.
He's got a tendency to try and hit the ball too hard, Mustafa, hasn't he? He's just got to wait for it and just look to time it in the gap. Again, pretty good length that from Sikandar Razabat, a little bit fuller.
Oh, hello. Turn and bounce. That may be of interest to Sean Williams.
Oh, well.
He's one of the 5th bowling options. How about this? He's given this a real rip. It's a bounce that... oh, hello. That was unexpected. He's got another one to turn past the outside edge there. Tempting Rowan Mustafa into the drive. The opener has made 9 off 36 balls.
Close it up, buddy.
And at the moment he's got the responsibility of playing the anchor role and trying to get the scoreboard moving.
It's hard work, isn't it? That was an unplayable delivery, wasn't it, from Sikandar Raza? So much bounce and turn. Mustafa's got to hang in there. He's got to try and get a partnership going with Usman. This time on the swip. Straight to the man. End of the over. 16 gone, 38 for 4.
End of the over, 38 for 4. With the new batsman, they come in for UAE, Mohammed Uzman.
I said that that ball that Sikandar Raza turned viciously away from Mustafa in the previous over would have been of interest to Sean Williams, but what about Brandon Mavuta, the leg spinner? He's we haven't seen him yet. He'll be very encouraged by that. So you would expect, I would expect Brandon Mavuta to be expecting a full quota of 10 overs.
Tell you what, Manners, he'll be licking his lips right now. Mavuta played in the Mzansi Super League as well. Youngster coming up the ranks in Zimbabwe, very good leg spinner. Gets a lot of turn, has got a few up his sleeve as well. Few different deliveries up his sleeve. There he is, there's the man, Brendan Mavuta. He's getting all excited, you can see.
I don't know what training regime the Zimbabwean seamers have been going through in the last couple of weeks, but boy oh boy are they on the money today. Kyle Jarvis and Tendai Chitara set a magnificent example with the new balls. Now Donald Tiripano is absolutely on the money as well. Still would like to see PJ Moore attacking a little bit more. When you've got the top order in as much trouble as they have, then you'd want to apply a little bit more pressure. I'm not being hypercritical, of course. I mean, it's a bit churlish to suggest that things might be going even better when the opposition are 38 for 4. But you don't want to give the opponent the chance to get off the canvas when you've got him down.
Donald Tiripano is doing the job well. He had 5 dot balls already in this over. Keeping the squeeze on. PJ Moore, the captain, has been pretty sedate with his captaincy, I should say. Kept it simple, basic, traditional, and just waiting for the batsman to make a mistake. That's the old way of doing it, and he's kept it like that.
Well, Mohammed Usman played a couple of shots in that over. Didn't get any runs. It's a maiden over, but he is showing at least some positive intent. 17 gone now. UAE 38 for 4.
That's the end of the 17th over. UAE 38 for 4.
Oh, really?
That is an eye-watering number. That's 75 dot balls. Just 1 4 and 1 6. But dot balls, the nemesis of struggling teams. So much easier if they can turn at least half those into singles. Rotates the strike, doesn't allow the bowlers to settle, keeps the scoreboard moving. But yes, the bowling has been excellent, but just for my money, not enough effort by the batsman to try and rotate the strike, take those singles. What on earth is Sikandar Raza wearing on his left hand? Has he got a broken finger? That is a heck of a protective cast, isn't it?
Yeah, he got hit by a cricket ball trying to go for a catch at
Go, Raz.
practice a couple of days ago, so he's braving it today.
That is a rigid cast. I mean, that would suggest there's a...
Very good, Rascal.
That's a splint, isn't it? That's keeping those 3 fingers straight on his left hand. So I would suggest that would mean that there's a hairline fracture in there. I don't think you would need to keep it rigidly straight if it was a tendon or a... Yeah. We're hearing that there is actually a hairline fracture in one of those fingers.
Oh, yes, Raz. Yes, Rascal.
You can see, even when he dives, he goes with the one hand and he's trying to look after that left hand, and it's his top hand as well, so it's interesting. There's a bit of a mix-up there, chance, and safe.
Yeah, Larry, yeah.
Either he's obviously going to take that off in order to get his batting gloves on, or he's modified a batting glove, like cut a couple of fingers together.
Finish all there, Rascal.
But,
oh, no!
I mean, actually, literally cutting the batting glove in order to get that cast in there. But it was difficult to grip the bat. 18 overs gone. It's 40 for 4. Ferrari Sports Club slowly beginning to fill up. It was pretty quiet at 9:30 this morning, Wednesday morning. A few people have managed to get the day off. A few people are actually working here at the ground. It's a struggle. It's a toil for the UAE so far. But the day's warming up. Moisture drying out in the pitch. That's sore. That has hurt. Mohammed Usman going for the pull shot, and I think he's taken that one straight in the ribs. Ouch.
That's got a head, eh? He will feel he's missed out as well on the pull shot. That was pretty shot from Dono Tiripano. And he was into position early there, Mohammed Usman. Just couldn't quite execute. And it looks alright. Look at the replay again. That was shot from Tiripano. Look at that. He gets into position early. He's in a good position and always played it back onto his hip bone.
Yeah, it wasn't ribs. It's got a bottom edge onto his hip. That's just as painful. Even when they do get a scoring opportunity, they can't get it away. Brandon Lavuta fielding to extra cover. Look at this bottom edge. Oh, ow, ow.
That's a nasty blow. It's good length that from Dono Tiripano. He's done really well today. His previous over was a maiden over and he's already 3 dots into this one. Manners, length has been good by the Zimbabwe bowlers. I think credit goes to Dougie Hondo, the Zimbabwe bowling coach, who's been responsible for working with his Zimbabwe bowlers.
Ooh, that's quite a leave. Wow, that one swung back. I tell you what, Mohammed Usman wasn't expecting that. He thought that was angled across him. And that has just swung back, and that's not too far away from off stump at all.
He's got that nip back into the lefty. Have a look at that. Ooh, 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 that's mighty close. That's a pretty brave leave, that, Manners.
I think he's just misread it, hasn't he?
He's got skills. He's got skills. That one, he's got that move away. Previous delivery came back into the lefty. You can see there he was waiting for it to come back into him and that moved away, and that's pretty good bowling that from Dono Tiripano. Good skills that. Miserly character, Dono Tiripano. Doesn't have a lot of pace. Reminds me of one Sean Pollock. And again, perfect length. And another maiden over. So 2 maiden overs in a row from Dono Tiripano. 19 gone, UAE 40 for 4.
19 overs, 40 for 4.
UAE just got to hang in there now, because at a time like this, you're scoring at 2 runs and over. You can be prone to attacks of panic. Suddenly think we're going nowhere here, and then start to play a flurry of shots, and before you know it, you can be 50 for 7. And then it really is game over. They've just got to bat here, just take it deep. They've got to hope that conditions remain bowler friendly in the second innings. They've just got to bat their 50 overs. That's what they'll be thinking at the moment. Try and keep some wickets in hand, and then hope that it'll be a little easier in an hour's time. But one thing they must do is just guts it out. Got to stay positive. Don't panic. Still think they should be looking for more singles, though.
Take a dip is the right term there, Manaz. And Mustafa, for me, is the man for the job. He's been there for 44 deliveries already. He's got to stay there.
Bowled him, he's given that air. Sikandar Raz has tossed it up, and that's a beautiful piece of bowling he knows, Raza knows that the batsman is frustrated. He knows that he's prone to over-attack if given the chance. And look at the way he tosses this one up. Says, go on then, bowl that, and he's just tried to overhit it. He's thought, finally, something for me to hit, and he's tried to hit the cover off it. Gone for 10, it's 40 for 5. Mohamed Butta. Mohamed Butta is the new batsman, 36-year-old, right-hander. He's only played the 7 ODIs, highest score of 59 not out. This is his 8th.
Murado, John, Rango, a little bit.
What a time to come to the crease.
Rango, a bit more.
Depends how you look at it, I guess, in many ways.